What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for a while. We were waiting on parts for the Chevrolet, but something else popped up, and so let's go over it. So what we're looking at here is the brand new truck on the channel. She's gonna be a project, and we're gonna do a total overview on the brand new truck that I just picked up. So if you couldn't tell from looking at it, this is a 1989 Ford F350. I know a bunch of y'all are Chevy fans here, but I couldn't turn this down. This thing is freaking awesome. And I'm gonna say I like the old truck a little bit better than the 2021 Chevrolet. So what have we got here? 89 F350 one-ton pickup. It's got the 5.8 liter gas motor, and it's got the Ford C6, C4, one of those automatic 3-speed transmissions in it. It's a 4x4 with manual locking hubs. So let's start on the outside. It was originally red, you couldn't tell by that. Originally red, repainted two-tone silver and blue, 4x4. Manual locking hubs. I took some of the fenders and stuff off immediately. We've got the non-adjustable mirrors. We've got the red interior. Headliner is actually in pretty great condition. We got 4 on the floor for the 4-wheel drive. We have an AM/FM radio. On the dash here, we have battery, coolant temp does not work, speedometer, odometer, oil pressure does not work, and fuel only works on one tank. That's right, we got 2 tanks, baby. Let's go ahead and hop in the old girl. So we got the column tree shifter here. Once again, those gauges. Check engine and blinkers are pretty much the only other things. Fuel tank selector, wipers that do work, lights that do work, AM/FM radio that the screen doesn't work, AC that doesn't work, glove box, no cup holder, 4 on the floor there. Look at this. We have electric windows, electric power locks. Woo-wee! She is a 4-door, 8-foot bed. You can see fuel tank number 1, fuel tank number 2. We've got a leaking rear window and one that doesn't close in the middle, but this thing is a boat. Trailer hitch in the bumper, so not rated for high weight. And of course, the triangle windows, so you can get some air blowing on you, nice and cool. Forgot to mention cruise control, that does work, but goodness gracious. And of course, got the extra coolant, some seafoam, some degreaser, and some oil at home. And don't mind the door panel gap. So Ford F350 XLT Lariat. Engine bay, honestly, is not that bad. It's better than I was expecting, but it does have a fair share of problems. We'll start under the bay here. It burns coolant, it leaks oil. Cleaned the air filter already, did an oil change on it. We can see valve cover's leaking. It's leaking down here. Can't really see it. At the timing chain cover. And then we got this right here. This is a nice nice vacuum leak that's just there. So I'm gonna fix that tomorrow. We'll go to Napa. But other than leaking oil and leaking trans fluid and leaking coolant, burning coolant, there's a lot more. Looks like we got some leakage on the hubs. Steering stabilizer is, well, where is she? She's shot. She's down there somewhere. She's shot. We can see we're leaking out the axle shafts. We're leaking out the differential, leaking out that axle shaft. Camera will focus, but that is a crack on the exhaust manifold. This is the driver's side. Passenger side is also cracked, so that's great. Rear differential has a very small non-active leak, so that's great. And I'm not going to get all the way under the truck, but there is a rear main oil leak as well, so it leaks a lot, so it needs a lot of work. So essentially, it's only got 116,000 miles on it, believe it or not. And check this out. So this is before Ford realized that their trucks may or may not go past 100,000 miles, but it reads 16,638 on the odometer. It's rolled over 100,000 already, so it's 116,000, I think, could be 200. But judging on the year and condition, 116,000 miles on it. So it's really not that bad. Forgot to mention, not sure if the camera picks it up, but this is totally clapped, so it should be up there. Anyways, just doing an overview. This is the new project. I like this thing more than the Silverado. I'll do a comparison video, but this thing is freaking awesome. It's old school AM FM radio, and you know, no computers really in it. It is fuel injected, but it does need some work. So we're gonna have to do manifolds. I might put long tube headers on it, reseal these diffs, reseal the pinions, reseal the axle shafts. You know, it probably needs about $3,000 worth of work at a shop. I'm gonna try and do it myself as much as I can, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, she has fresh oil. She has fresh differential fluid. I got that done today. I had a shop do it because I felt like I was going to shear a bolt off. And sorry, I'm trying to stand out of the shadow. If I stand over here a minute, I felt like I was going to shear a bolt off and get stuck where I was. So I had a shop do it, but she's all fresh fluids. Tires are decent shape. They're pretty old, but they're holding air and no dry rot on them. So we got to get to work. I am thinking I'm going to leave it as is exterior wise. If I can find some cheap American racing wheels, I might, and some cheap bigger tires, I might. But for now, we're gonna focus on getting her mechanically sound. She does run and drive fine, except for the exhaust leak. It ticks. She is slower than a dog with the 5.8, only making 210 horsepower. Could be by that vacuum leak. So we're gonna go to Napa tomorrow, and we're gonna get some tube, some hose clamps, almost said hose seals, and get that taken care of, and then we'll do a drive. Regardless, I just wanted to do an introduction of the 1989 F350. There's gonna be a lot of work. I'm thinking, you know, get it mechanically sound, long tube headers if I have to replace them anyway. We're probably gonna do dual straight pipes straight out the side, maybe an intake on it, wheels and tires, lift kit you can get for cheap because it's leaf springs. She's gonna be mint. But other than the leaks that old trucks have, she starts right up. She drives fine. The steering wheel has about 3 inches of play in it, but that's attributed to the rotting parts. So all in all, I could probably spend 10 grand on this truck and get it running perfectly, but we're gonna take it in steps, see as much as I can do as possible. That's it. And of course, in addition, probably an oil pressure sending unit. And I'm not sure if that vacuum leak is to the water pump, but that may fix the coolant gauge. Other than that, she is a beauty. So here we go. Listen to this. Absolute beauty. So pardon the wind noise, but I'll let y'all listen to it. There is the exhaust leak, but otherwise, 3-speed transmission shifts firmly if you would. We've got the red line at 55 mile an hour on the speedo, but have a listen. So I got to keep my triangle open just because it's hotter than hell and the AC doesn't work. We'll do a more in-depth overview of it, but I just wanted to do an introduction to the truck. And I mean, you can see, yeah, baby. So I know y'all follow for the Chevrolet, but this will be the prime vehicle now. We're gonna fix her up, and I am so excited. It is just great cruising this thing. You know, tops out at maybe 60. Speedo goes 85, but it's gonna be freaking awesome. A lot of work to do to it, and if you guys have anything that you want to see or any questions on it, let me know. But welcome to the 89 F350. By the way, I didn't actually sell the Chevy, so everyone relax.